Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are creating something different that I normally don't create. We're creating a card flip project. I don't really know a name for it. I haven't seen anyone do anything like this. And right now I'm just creating some things to go into the flip. I wouldn't call it a book, but I guess you can call it a book. But it's a card flip book. And so I'm just stamping out this house mouse stamp. And the name of this one is called Wreath Rolling. And I picked it up from Michael's 2017. I will not be coloring this one at all, but just stamping it out. And I'm using Ranger Archival ink in jet black that I also picked up from Michael's. I plan on taking my stamps off of the wooden block, all except for the house mouse stamps. Well, no, a few other ones I don't plan on taking off the block, but mostly the house mouse stamps and a few other ones I will not be taking off of the block. So I have a big project coming up next year, I guess you could say. And since I am starting this video in the middle of production, let me just go ahead and show you what I've done so far so we can all be on the same page. I took some of these cards, folded them in half, and washi taped them together, okay, to make like an accordion style pull out. And so what I've done is, this is the front. It doesn't really matter the front or back, but this is definitely the front of the book, even though this one will probably end up being the front, because you know you open your books from left to right and then you read from left to right. No, just me? Yeah. So you open your book like this and then you read left to right, right? So why would it be this way? Why would you open it up that way? So anyway, this is the first piece I put down, but again, this is intended to be however you want. This I use a Dollar Tree bag. Then these are some cling stamp, some clean window cling that I got from Walmart. This is just some stickers that I got. And then I put this little Snoopy in there. This is an actual project for someone. They don't know I'm making it. It's a surprise for them. And then I just took some stamps that I did and created like a background stamping on there. And then this is the back. And then this is how it looks so far. I put this little pocket in with some cut aparts. And I used some glue for that, because I want to try to cover up that washi as best as possible. And since, you know, I'm using craft paper as the background, a lot of the stuff I don't really need to cover up because it's already, the craft makes it look pretty, in my opinion. So let's open up a page and we're going to put these stamped images in. We're going to be using this We Wuff You a Furry Christmas. We're going to be using that. I got this from Michael's. It came in a little 2-pack. It was $4.99, but it was on sale for $2.50, so I got that. A lot of the washi tape that people get from Michael's, I never see or get. And I like washi, but you know how I feel about washi. Also, if you're going to tear your washi, just be careful how you tear it, because it could make your edges kind of crumpled up. You don't want crumpled edges. Well, you may want crumpled edges. I don't know. And I'm just going to use this washi tape to cascade these same little stamped images all the way down. I probably should have started with this one first. And the recipient can, I'm not going to give any washi samples because this is not it's not supposed to be like a super, you know, like flip books are normally flip books. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like a card that you can display on somewhere. You know, you can hang it up. But the recipient can do whatever she pleases to do with it. She likes dogs. She has a dog. And so that's why I chose to use this dog washi. And I like house mouse. So, you know, it's a cute little stamp. This one is crooked. Of course, that one won't be crooked, right? The one thing that with craft is that it does take a beating, but I don't want to beat it up too much. I want it to be, oh, good grief. I want it to work for me. It's probably because I put it on crooked. Let's see. All right. So here we are. I'm not sure if I like that. Like that. Okay, some things you just got to learn to live with. I'm going to learn to live with that, I suppose. Now we're going to make another little pocket, but this time we're going to do it on the side, I believe. I think we're going to do that. Not sure. Let's just check first. Alright, here's a scrapbook paper from, what is this? The Gingerbread Cottage. I use all of it. I use this page right here. Looks like this is double-sided and it's from Craftsmith. And just put some glue on the edges. Some wet glue. So I'm just going to varnish it down a little bit. And I only applied a small amount because I didn't want it to buckle, the paper to buckle. A lot of people don't use wet glue in these kind of projects. I don't see a problem with it as long as it's not a large amount, and that's what I'm trying to make sure it's not any residual, because I did get a little bit out. I can be very heavy-handed when it comes to glue application, but in this instance, I think I'm doing okay for the most part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a couple of these in here. I really don't know if I want to do that, but I think that these go well with that paper. So I'm going to do just like that. And this green one. Then I want to cut this off and slide it in there. Again, it's not intended to be a true flip book. It's intended to be a card, a flip card, so to speak. So when a person is sitting them up on their mantle, there'll be random things in view. And we have 1, 2, 3 pages to complete. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll be done. Okay, here we go with this additional page. So now we have 2 pages to complete, 1 and 2. And I think we're gonna do some cool stickers right there, a cool scene. I'm gonna use this paper house sticker. I'm gonna use this Winter Wonderland and probably this Christmas tree. Okay, so I'm taking this apart only because I didn't want it to be super big. Is big a word? High, tall? Tall. Big is a word. Yes, I know big is a word, but I want it to be really tall. I'll leave it as is. Okay, I was going to try and cut. I was going to try and cut it, but I am choosing not to. And let's see, yep. It's working so far, yay. Just going to varnish it down from the opposite side. And then I'm going to take this tree. I don't know why I pulled it off. And I'm going to try to do the same thing with this tree. If you want to reuse these, you can always just take the adhesive off and apply it, and you have stickles or whatever kind of glittery mixes that you want to put on there, you can. And there we have it. Now I'm going to ad-lib a few things. I think I have some present stickers, some Christmas present stickers on another sticker pack. I thought I did. Yep. I'm just going to put a few Christmas presents around there. And this is what I'll be using. This comes from the Dollar Tree. And it's 32 pieces in there. So I think that's pretty good for $1. And for the most part, these stickers stick fairly well. I did not go crazy and get a lot of stickers because, you know, if you are seeing this in December, I am moving. I don't need all that stuff. And if you're seeing it after December, or if you're seeing like, yeah, after December, well, in January sometime, you know, I'm moving. And we need one more. We need, I'm going to put these over here. Give it just a color pop. So we've gotten to our last little page, and I think on our last page we're going to use these 25th and Pine. It says they're vintage stamps, so I'm sure the recipient will like that. Okay, so I'm going to quickly apply some glue. I'm going to cut this down just a scotch. On each side, I'm going to cut it down. Let's see. Yep, it works around these corners. And I want to create a so I'm just going to apply this glue around these edges. A thin coat. If she watches this video, she can always pop it off if she needs to. I'm sure what I've just created someone else has done, so I don't know what I'm going to call it. I still think I'm going to call it a card flip book, I guess. A card flip book would be appropriate. An appropriate name for it. I'm just going to let that sit a while because I'm thinking that I need to put some little jewels. Not bling. I don't want to put bling today. No bling. But I do want to put something besides this because it looks, in my opinion, it's going to look plain. Okay. And these are stamps. Well, not real stamps, but they feel like stamps on the back. So she I think she'll like those. She likes postage stuff. I like postage stuff too, but I think she likes it more than I do. So I just I shared a sheet, one of my sheets with her. Let's put something cool on the front though. Let's put Santa saying ho ho ho. Yeah. All right, let me figure out if I want to put something here. I feel like it's so naked. Let's just go ahead and use some stamps. Let's just apply it. The stamp doesn't have to be a clean image because the purpose was not for it to be a stamped background, but I just didn't want it to look so plain. And let's go ahead and put this back in. Okay, before I share it with you to complete it, I just want to tell you that I cut this tree out. I drew it by hand and I cut it out, and I want to give it to her so she can know that I made a tree for her. Anyway, yeah, that's a bit weirdo. So this was originally supposed to be the front, but it doesn't open. It doesn't matter how it opens, but I'm just going to stick with tradition, you know. So it has this snowman on the front. Then you open it up right here and it says, "Let it snow." Oh, what fun. And these are cling stamps. So this is a Dollar Tree bag. That's the other side of it. So they come 3 for $1. But this is a Dollar Tree bag. Cling from Walmart. And then on the edges I just used this washi tape from Michaels. This is Walmart, and I just used that because it's a heavy duty. And I also put a layer of adhesive tape and then put the regular on there. And then this little cute little stamp pocket, this Snoopy image. Then it has some ornaments, and she could do whatever she wants with that one. And then it has this, I made a background. I'm into these background now. Then it has this snowman. Then it has a bunch of house mouse stamp images, and right here it says Winter Wonderland. Then it has these little pull apart cutouts. They have random stuff I'm saying on there, some poinsettias, I believe, holly. Then this cute little bird. It says September 25th. This is a card. This right here, and these are cards from the Dollar Tree. I just cut up to use how I wanted to use them. And that is it. I hope the recipient likes it. If she chooses to display it, that was the purpose of it, a display card, more so, not as much as a flip, but I hope she likes it nonetheless. Thank you all for watching. Let me know the real name of this if you know. Happy crafting.